Annapolis, Maryland Gazette, December 16th, 1773. Went away about 10 days ago from the house of the subscriber in the city of Annapolis, a young mulatto woman called Moll or Polly, about 23 years of age, thin and low in stature. She is supposed to be secreted either on the north side of the Severn or elsewhere by a Negro man of Mr. John Bryce's called Paul, with which Negro she keeps company. If any person except the Negro above mentioned will bring the said mulatto woman to the subscriber, they shall be handsomely rewarded for their trouble, and whoever harbors or entertains her shall be prosecuted with the utmost rigor of the law. Charles Carroll of Carrollton.
Well, one of our big projects right now is called Project Runaway. What we're doing is looking at runaway ads from 18th and 19th century Annapolis newspapers. As slaves or servants ran away, oftentimes their owners would take out ads in the local paper to try to track them down. And so we can find out an awful lot about individuals by looking at those ads.
The people who wrote the Declaration of Independence and the people who wrote the United States Constitution did not believe that they were leaving citizens or people out of the Declaration of Independence or the Constitution because they did not believe that people of African descent were full-fledged people.
I work in the house. I prepare all the meals. I prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My environment, I guess, is pretty good. I wake up at sunrise, prepare the eggs, sausages, hot cakes. So they've never whipped me. I stay inside. They've never even threatened whipping me.
How do you know Paul?
Paul, he doesn't stay too far from me.
And when you see him, what do you guys do?
We just talk about a little bit of everything. Sometimes we just talk about what else is outside of the plantations where we work at.
A lot of people will say that, you know, you live a pretty good life. You live in the house as opposed to the field. What's that like? Do you see the people in the field?
I do. People say that, but at the end of the day, we're all workers, and we're all below the family that we work for, so I don't see it as being any better.
I met her when I had to go up to a house. She was working in the kitchen and brought me out some water. And pretty girl, we got to talking. Moll belongs in the house, and anyone who would see her would know why she's working in the house. And she wouldn't be working out here in the fields or in the stable with some of the other people on the plantation. I realized there were so many more people in what they call the cities, Baltimore, Philadelphia, and for most people like me, all they know is the boundaries of where they work, here at the plantation.
But you left the plantation and come back. Would you think about running away?
Why would I do that? I got it better than some here, not as hard as others, and I get a chance to see what's out there, see what's beyond there, and maybe I know what's right here. I know what I got to do, where I'm going to be.
Basically ran away for several different reasons. They ran away, first of all, to claim their own freedom and to have control over their lives. They ran away because they wanted to be able to learn to read and write. They ran away because they wanted to be able to marry and form families that weren't going to be separated from each other. And they ran away so that they would not experience the violence that was associated with slavery. Because slavery was held in place by violence. Violence, whether it's in the 21st century or whether it was in the 18th century, is never pleasant. And so people learned to hold their tongues. People learned not to tell all that they knew. If you look at old-fashioned sayings, from African American literature or folklore. You'll hear sayings that said, you don't tell everything you know. Many see, but a few know. Those types of things. And people learn that their silence could keep them safe.